So we were plagued with problems at first. Oh me, you there, Sue?
Oh,
Oh, she's
yep, there I am.
um
Yeah, it was like, what was going on?
um for some reason my internet connection was showing up, but it only had like one bar. I don't know what was going on, but I thought,
Uh,
oh my gosh, what is going on?
right.
Yeah, yeah. So, so how are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Hey, Grace. Good to see you.
Hi,
Where is
Grace.
our where is our gal pal Cassandra? Oh, hey, Moby.
Hi, Moby.
Ha 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 ha.
Grace. Our two,
Yeah,
our two
yeah.
loyals.
So I don't know if anybody has noticed as of late. Hold on just a second. Let me get out of that. Um, so we are up to, as of right now, 277 subscribers, which it's been said around on YouTube that I've been buying subs. Honey, I don't have a pot to pee in to be able to buy any subs. If everybody would look at my community post that I did last week, um, you that's how we are gaining the sub count that we're gaining. Excuse me. You hold on just a second, y'all. Okay. You these creators, these bigger creators do these streams and you go to their streams. And so there's all kinds of smaller YouTube creators in the streams, smaller just like we are. Okay, so you um you subscribe to these smaller creators YouTube channels and they in turn subscribe to your channel. I put the thing over there, which she says you can get like 1,000 subscribers in 6 minutes or something. No, that's not true. Okay. So, like last week when I got out of the hospital, we were at like 166 subs, and now we're up to 270 whatever. Now, the only fallback on that is a lot of the times they'll subscribe to you, then 10 minutes later they'll unsubscribe from you. Okay. So it kind of goes up and down a little bit. But anyway, so that's what that is. It's not anybody buying subs or nothing like that. That's why I made that post on my community tab, which got shared on another creator's live because they were laughing at it. So, but anyway, we thought Sue and I talked earlier today, and we thought we would come do some updates. So I'll let Sue's going to update about Nick and then her brother.
Yeah.
So I will let Sue um, let everybody know what's going on with that. And then I am going to write Moby, right? And then I'm going to update on how I'm doing, and then my daughter, and then I've got a Stevie T thing to show, and then we'll talk a little bit after that. So go ahead, Sue.
Alrighty. Hi, guys. Okay, let's see. My son. So my son has basically graduated
Yay!
from his program. He was living in a sober living house. Well, he still will be living in a sober living house, but not that one. But now he has to pay rent um, because it's not part of the program anymore. So he'll be moving closer to his job. So he got a job um, and started last week. So he's working in a detox center, and so he's of course he's a low man on the totem pole, but he's learning. He's working graveyard shift, so he's learning the intake process of when somebody comes in, and then he has other duties to do, like their meds. Some of them have to take meds, and they don't get them. They have to, get them from somebody. So he's doing that. And they when they come into detox, they have to be checked every 15 minutes, depending on what they're detoxing from. Um, so, like, especially alcohol, because um, alcohol really it can give you seizures and stuff, and so they are medically helped with their detox. So he checks on them and, has to do all that stuff. So and he's really liking it. He's not necessarily does he like the graveyard shift, but he started the swing shift, but then they put him in the nights because they needed somebody for a couple nights. But he likes it because it's a little bit slower and
Mm,
they can train him more.
that's amazing. That's
But
amazing.
you know,
So
and they will help him with some schooling. So that's really cool.
that is
'Cause,
awesome.
he doesn't have a pot to piss in either.
Yeah. So
So
I
we
remember talking to you when all this first started, when he flew
Oh,
out to California. And I kept
yeah,
telling you, Sue, it's going to be okay. He's going to get opportunities later on.
yeah,
And you were just beside yourself, which I understand. I mean, I've been
yeah,
there, right? But I'm just so proud, because
yeah,
now you're able to watch him grow, you know, live on his own,
yeah.
which is a
He so
huge
he
thing.
yeah, he has no money, because he needs to get a job, and so he's got that.
Right.
He gets paid, like, the 16th, but we sold his car, um, because it's like we didn't ask for another car payment, you know, and we didn't need it. We don't need it here, and there's no way for a long time is he gonna be able to come back, not for a long time, but and he goes, "No, sell it," because he can't pay for it. So we sold it. So we gave him, our I have it. I'm in control of it. Um, we didn't want to give him, $4,000, you know,
Right.
and he didn't want that either. He goes, "I don't want it all at once." So like he texts me the Friday, "I need $250 to hold my bed and blah blah at this new place he's going to." And him going to another sober living house still makes him be held accountable, and that's what he wants.
Right. Yep.
So even though he's not totally in treatment, he's at a sober living house, so he still has to adhere by their rules, which
Yeah.
he has to do UAs.
Oh, okay.
So they do, I think he has to do two a week,
Uh-huh.
and he still has to do random breathalyzers. So
Okay.
even though alcohol wasn't his issue, but he's not drinking or anything either. So because he's totally in rehab. So
Uh-huh.
he still it will be still held accountable, which he knows he still needs that. He's just not ready to go out into the world yet. Which
Right.
and that's good. I'm glad he can admit that instead of trying to go out and live, with somebody and, because that's what's going to have to happen. They're going to have a roommate situation because it's so expensive. But I'm glad that he can see that he still needs,
Right.
some guidance, you know.
Yeah.
So
That's
I'm,
really
I'm
great.
glad for that. So, I really haven't talked to him much because of his shift,
Uh-huh.
that he's working and stuff. But that'll change, once he gets I know he's stressing about moving and he's got to get that done. And yeah, he'll be
Oh,
fine.
he'll get it done.
Yeah.
You know.
My brother, so my brother did, first he did radiation about 3 weeks ago just on his spine. So they did what is normally 5 days, they put it into three and it
Uh-huh.
really zapped him good in his spine. We
Yeah.
don't know anything of that. We're not going to know for a little bit. And then he started his chemo. So he got his first 5 days of chemo done. So he's doing
Uh-huh.
chemo 5 days on, 16 days off. 5 days
Uh-huh.
on, 16 days off. 5 days on, he has to be admitted to the hospital because
Right.
it drips. One of the chemos drips for 3 days, 24/7.
Wow.
Um, and the other one, I can't remember how long it drips. And then he's got anti nausea medicine dripping all the time.
Mm.
So we talked, throughout the week. So he's admitted to the hospital. He's going to the University of Washington, and which is connected to what is called Seattle Cancer Care Alliance, and that's where he went for his leukemia. So we talked on and off all week. We, just trying to keep him occupied. We talked football one night
Mhm.
when all this stuff was going on that I was telling you about with the Seattle Seahawks. So we talked about that, and just kind of keeping him occupied, so it's not like it's not on his mind 24/7.
Yeah.
And him and I have always liked talking football anyway. He just loves it that his sister can talk football and know what she's talking about. He loves it,
Yeah.
so I mean, he goes, I have my girls, but they don't really know anything. He goes, it's kind of cool that you do. You know everything. So anyway, so he got to come home today. So today he was coming home. He was kind of nervous, just because they say that the sickness part of it really don't hit until about 4 or 5 days. Well, that's the time you go home. So he
Yeah.
was nervous about that, but he's got his medicine to bring home with him to help with the. He goes, he's just tired. Um, he did talk to me
Yeah.
this week about the first time he has talked about it, that if this don't work, they'll have to amputate his leg.
Yeah. Oh.
And this is the first time that he talked to me about it.
Mhm.
And I asked him how he, was dealing with that. And he said, you know, if it had happened 10, 15 years ago, he goes, I think I would have just been totally devastated. My brother's athlete. He works out every day. He's a bodybuilder. So it would have just devastated him to not be able to, do all that stuff.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
but I told him a story about this guy that I watched on a show, and he did something stupid by drunk driving,
Mhm.
got in an accident. He's, thank God, it was the only one. He didn't kill an innocent person, but he broke his leg, and he's very athletic. And she was on a show called The Challenge, and he's very athletic, very a fast runner, works out everything. Well, he ended up breaking his leg in a few places, and one
Mhm.
was his ankle, and then his femur, and it didn't heal,
Oh.
so they amputated. That was his
Mm.
next option. So
Yeah.
amputated the knee, and you would never know today.
Oh,
He
wow.
has a
Yeah.
prosthetic, and he
Uh,
runs. He lifts weights. He's not back to 100%, but he is like 90%. It's just amazing. So I told my brother that story, and he goes, that's what I need to hear. I need to hear those uplifting, you know, stories. He said, now if it's gonna happen, I know I can still work out my upper body, and then gradually, he says prosthetics have come so far, you
right.
know,
Yeah.
and so I think he's kind of at peace with it. He goes, I know the day if the day comes and I hear they have to take it, yeah, I'm probably gonna just bawl, but I am at peace with it. So
Right. Well, I mean,
I'm,
look at
I'm glad.
Moby's content, her
My
comment. She
uncle
said
was a
her uncle,
double amputee.
uh-huh,
Tim Hopkins is you can yeah, yeah. It's just if you put your mind to it, I think you can do it. I have a friend back home that he's just huge tall. He's so cool. He's like 6'6",
uh-huh.
and just as tall. We always called him Bigfoot, and he would always say, yeah, I'm going on a trek today. I'm gonna go look for Bigfoot. He lost both his legs
Oh, wow. Yeah.
at the same time.
Mm,
He had diabetic, didn't take care of himself,
yeah.
so he
Yeah.
ended up losing both legs. He got the prosthetics on both, and that guy just goes and goes and goes.
Well, you know what that kind of reminds me of, which, this dude, shot and killed his girlfriend, and I think he's in prison now, or maybe he's out. But the the Pistorius guy that was in the Special Olympics the that that had the two blades. The
Mm.
he had both of his
Yeah,
legs amputated, and he had those running blade type
right.
things. Um, I mean, look what he did before
Yep,
he let all the fame and everything go to his head, and then shot and
right.
killed his girlfriend. But anyway,
Yeah, I think, if you put your mind to it, you can do it,
uh,
If
yeah, I agree.
if you if you have the right people around you, if you have the right medical people around you that want to, help you succeed, I think you can. And I
Right.
know he can, because he's always in the right mindset, just because of his weightlifting and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I mean he could still work on upper body,
Oh,
if
yeah,
he
absolutely. Yeah.
um I'm sure he doesn't
He
feel
was
like doing anything right now, but
yeah, yeah, yeah.
because that's I
Now he
mean
has a lot of fitness
I've
now.
never been through radiation or any or chemo, but I'm sure that kind of takes the wind out of your sails
Oh,
for
yeah,
a
he
bit,
it
doesn't it?
the fatigue hits, and it's like I was so fatigued when after doing chemo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I would do it for the day and go home. I would just instantly go back to sleep when I got home,
Yeah.
and probably the first 3 days is that's basically what it did was sleep.
Right.
It just takes a lot out of you, and, you're not doing anything, you're just sitting there, it's just the chemicals in your body, and it just
I
wipes
mean
you
that
out.
stuff is um like poison, right?
Yep,
To
it
to
is.
somebody
It
that does
just
not. Yeah.
it wipes you out. It wipes out your immune system totally.
Yes, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you
Yeah.
have to be so careful.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
you pass along to your brother that we are all, praying for him and thinking about him every single day.
I will. I will
Yeah,
for sure, and I
all of us
appreciate that, and we will.
all over the country here.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a lot of people
I know. I
praying
told my
for him.
sister-in-law, I said, "You go home and get some sleep too." I talked to her yesterday. She sounded so tired. 'Cause she's staying up there with him.
Yes.
And she goes, "Oh
Yeah.
my god, last night his machine was like a clock, when you're trying to sleep and all you hear is tick, tick, tick."
Yeah.
His machine was doing that. I was like, "Oh." I said, "You're gonna go home and you're gonna either hit that couch or you're
Right.
gonna hit your bed. You'll hit the couch first because you're gonna get home early enough." And I go, "You're gonna just crash." She goes, "Oh, I know it. I'm just gonna hit that. I'm just gonna melt." And I said, "You both
Well,
will probably just nap."
yeah, for her as the caregiver, like even when she does get home, he's still got to be cared for, you
Yes,
know.
he does. He does.
So it's
Because
kind
he
of hard.
still is having a hard time getting around,
Yeah,
with his leg. Yeah.
right. It's so hard, on the
Yeah.
caregivers too. So we need to always remember the caregivers too and try
And
to
we were talking about
lift them
mowing
up.
lawn because my husband was gonna mow the lawn, and, our first, mow of the season. She goes, "God, ours needs it too." I said, "Are you serious?" I said, "There's no way. We never mowed the lawn in March, back then."
Yeah.
In Washington, she goes, "We had such a mild winter that our
Mm.
grass and our flowers don't know what to do." She goes, "It's grass." I go, "You get somebody to come mow that.
I hope somebody
Don't
from their
you?"
neighborhood or a friend or something
Well, I'm
will
sure once
volunteer.
I'm sure once John, their best friend, once he goes over there and sees it,
Yeah.
he'll do it. Or
Yeah.
if I put a bug in his ear that Julie's gonna mow the lawn, he'll go over and do it.
Put a bug in
Actually,
his ear.
I'm actually gonna call. I'm gonna call my niece
Yeah.
and have her husband go over there and do it.
Oh,
So,
awesome.
yeah,
Yeah.
like,
I mean,
dude, get over there and mow the lawn because your mother-in-law cannot do that with her. My sister-in-law, she shouldn't do it.
no.
She's done it. She shouldn't do it. She has a metal bar in her back.
Oh, Lord.
because her spine was a complete S,
Yeah.
and so she had surgery like in I think we were in 10th or 11th grade, or she was
Uh-huh.
in 10th or 11th grade. So yeah,
Mm-mm-mm.
I'm like, no,
Goodness.
you
Well,
better get somebody to mow that because I'll be on the phone.
right.
Trust me.
I know, Moby. They
I,
don't. They don't. Well, Moby, that is intense. Hi, pork chop.
we we get them out here all the time,
Yeah.
knocking
Um,
on our door. Do you want your lawn mowed?
my grandsons, like the younger ones, they like to mow people's lawns, but they expect their daddy to run them everywhere. I told them to push the lawnmower to the houses and go to town. So I'm glad you're here, pork chop. Um, so I'm doing a lot better. Um, up until physical therapy comes, and I'm telling you, they are working my butt out. Like by the time she leaves, I am so tired and hurting everywhere. So, but it's a good kind of hurt, I guess. But
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get stronger, because I'd still like I could lay down right now and go to sleep, and I haven't done anything today except wash a load of clothes. That's it. Um, uh, but I'm working on it, so that's all I'm gonna talk about me because I don't want to talk about me. My daughter's doing better. I don't want to talk about me. My daughter's doing better. Um, she can't wash any clothes for 6 weeks, so I have to do all the laundry. Now she can fold if she's feeling okay, but that surgery was like a major, major, major surgery that she had, and so like I have to help her pull up first thing in the morning, in the bed because she can't get up on her own yet. Um, but that's all I have to do is help her pull up to set up in the bed, and then she'll sit there for a little bit. She can get out of the bed on her own. She's still feeling a lot of dizziness. She's dizzy a lot, but I mean, I would be too. Like she's on a total liquid diet, so I don't know what's wrong with my throat. Hold on a
I know,
second.
I understand that earlier.
Okay. She's on the total liquid diet, so she can have clear liquid. She can have broth and stuff. Um, she can have sugar-free Jello. She can have sugar-free popsicles. She can have like sugar-free Gatorade, sugar-free. Everything's got to be sugar-free. Can't have
Right.
like can't have like tea yet. Can't have coffee. Um, cannot have carbonated beverages of any kind. No juices. So she's drinking a lot vitamin water, sugar-free vitamin water, sugar-free um, Gatorade, just all that stuff sugar-free. So basically, water-based sugar-free drinks, if that makes
Wow.
any sense. Yeah, but I mean, she's doing good. Thank you, pork chop. Um, yeah, she's doing better. So it's just a day by day thing, with that. Um, pork chop, I'm just so glad you're here. Just like with Moby. So Moby and I, oh yeah, the liquid IV. Yeah, she has something with electrolytes too that she's drinking. Um, um, and I'm not sure what that is because I don't like the things that with the electrolytes in them. Like what? Like that smart water that's got the electrolytes in it. Um, okay, sh- she is using the body armors too, Moby. Um, And I think the stevia products are okay. I'm pretty sure that the stevia stuff is okay for her to have. Um, yeah, I know the artificial sweeteners are bad too. I know that, but I'd have to ask her though. I'd have to ask her.
Stevia is the best if you're gonna use anything
Yeah, yeah.
for you, you know.
Well, she just drinking out of the bottles, or drinking from the
Yeah.
bottles. And let me tell y'all the craziest thing. So when she first came home, she had 1 ounce cups, right? These little bitty tiny 1 ounce cups. That's what she was having to drink out of. Like she would have to pour 1 ounce at a time.
Wow.
And she could only get half of that 1 ounce down and then wait a few minutes and then get the other half of that 1 ounce down. So
Wow.
she was having to get so much liquid, um, and I can't remember about how many ounces it was the first couple of days. And now I think she's up to like 80 something ounces of liquid a day. And then the three
She
protein
can
shakes.
have, or
She
she can
has
have
to
that.
have.
She has to have.
She
Okay.
has to get that much. She can have more. She can
But
have
not
more.
less.
Yeah. But
Okay.
she at least has to have that much. And then the 3
Wow.
protein shakes. 3 protein shakes. Yeah. So, and that's it. That's it for right now.
So does she split those like protein shakes like breakfast, lunch, dinner?
Yeah, she has one at breakfast, one at lunch, and one at
Oh,
dinner.
okay.
And it takes her like about an hour to get one
Wow.
all the way. Yeah. Yeah.
And they're not really that big,
No,
actually, you know?
no, no. But I mean, you know, her stomach is reduced by 80%. So,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Um, so right now, pork chop, she is doing, oh my God. Oh my gosh, it's sometime that you get at Walmart. Oh God, you'd ask me that and I can't remember. I cannot remember. She, so she's doing vanilla right now most of the time. Oh, and then she's got some bariatric ones too that are powder. Um, oh God, what is the name of those? They have like birthday cake and caramel, and I can't remember the name of them. And they come in a
Premier?
yes, Premier. That's it, Premier. Yeah,
I used to drink those for when I was going through chemo.
yeah. It's the
Yep.
Premier
Yep.
protein shakes, and they have some really amazing flavors. Like she ordered some.
Yeah,
She
they have some good ones.
this one she ordered from Premier a lemon icebox cake.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yes. And then from another company, she ordered Fruity Pebbles, and then she also ordered from Premier the, caramel.
Oh yeah,
The Fruity
yeah,
Pebbles is too sweet for her. Like, she was like, "It's too sweet." And she
yeah.
hasn't tried the lemon icebox yet, but I did, and I told Carolyn, I said, "Well, this one's sweet too." So, she's been doing the caramel and then the vanilla by Premier, and then she's been doing chocolate and chocolate peanut butter and banana. That's by that is the powdered ones that are the bariatric ones.
Chocolate muscle milk.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I've tried the muscle milk before too.
I don't
So
know if I've tried that one yet or not.
yeah. So and then she told me she's like, Mom. So what I did was I have never drank a protein nothing. So, but
Right.
when I was in the hospital, they'd bring me the Ensure ones, and I tried that one time and I was like, "Bleh," and so I threw them away.
Yeah.
Well, I thought they would all taste like that, but
No, they
so
don't. They
no,
don't.
they don't. They do
Yeah.
not.
I haven't
S-
tried muscle milk. I'm looking at it right now. So.
Yeah, it's like drinking chocolate
Huh.
milk. I agree, pork chop. But
Uh.
anyway, so she said, Mama, it will replace a meal. So that next morning when I got up, I drank one of the lemon icebox cake ones. And sure enough, I didn't want anything else to eat until like 3 o'clock that afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's really kind of cool. Now, They've got like I think 100. Well, I guess the calorie counts are different in them, but I think this
Yeah.
one had like 130 calories or something like that, which is not bad for replacing a whole meal with. So
Yeah.
yeah, but anyway, so the next thing I wanted to talk about is Moby and I have been working on, or she's been sending me stuff that we're going to be doing. When we do the JFK stuff. Okay, so like she told me, Moby told me, she's like, "Have you not ever been down this rabbit hole before?" And I was like, "No." Well, she sent me stuff, and I've been going down this rabbit hole, right? Whew.
Huh.
So yes, it
A
is
lot, huh?
crazy. Insure sucks. I can't drink them, Moby. I cannot do it. Ugh. Oh my God. I don't even think I could do it. Yes, Moby, we need to get back to research on that. We're going to be doing it soon. So I'm trying to tell Moby she's going to have to come up here with us, Sue.
That's fine.
No pressure, Moby. No pressure. But I meant like, we talked on the phone one day last week, and Moby is so smart when it comes to all this stuff. Like, she has really studied all this stuff. Don't you hand clap yourself in the head, Moby. No, 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 no. Because I mean, she knows all of this stuff. She got me going down another rabbit hole too. Um, and that was with 9/11. Oh gosh. So I'm really excited about all this stuff. I need to send you the very first article. Sue, that you're friends with her. Yeah, you're friends with Moby. Can you send Sue that first thing that you sent me? If you haven't already, that article that tells about who all was there that said they wasn't there and stuff. It's crazy. Um, you know what I'm talking about, Moby? You sent it to me on Facebook Messenger. And so you need to read that because it is
Okay.
absolutely crazy. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that, and then we're gonna do 9/11, and what else did she? Seems like we talked about so many things that day. Like she had my mind just exploding. I mean, my mind was really exploding on all that. So, I mean, it's absolutely crazy. And for anybody sitting up there on the roof that's listening to see if we're going to talk about you, we're not. We're not. So, um, just throwing that out there. Y'all can go on. You don't have to listen to me. Lord have mercy. Thank you,
Um,
Moby. Um, oh yeah, the Federal Reserve. Yes. uh, I'm telling y'all, it's crazy. Like the CIA and the FBI and all the one, two, threes, the 3-digit things. It's nuts. Absolutely
yeah.
nuts. Like I had no idea. I just had no idea that as a country that our government was so corrupt. You know?
Oh yeah, they
Uh,
are.
yeah.
I've known that. Well,
Yeah, the alphabet agencies, that's it. I couldn't remember what Moby called them that day. Um, yes, um, pork chop. It's gonna be we're gonna have some good lives coming up with all this stuff. It's just, and I don't even know, like when we do them, if we're gonna be able to cover it all in one live because there is so much. There
yeah,
is
we're probably
so
gonna have to
much.
do it over.
Yeah, I mean, like a series because,
Yeah,
um, yeah. Oh, and his secret society speech. And then Moby said something to me about Skull and Bones. Wasn't it Skull and Bones that you told me to look up to, Moby? Or something like that. I mean, it's crazy. Yes, it's a
yeah. We're
multi-life
gonna have to
conversation.
do multiple. Yeah,
Yeah, even like on JFK, we'll have to do multiple ones. Then on the 9/11 stuff, multiple ones. The Federal Reserve stuff links back to JFK.
Yeah.
So, yes. Oh, George Bush is the skull and bones. Okay. Yeah. George, there's a lot of them, pork chop. There is a lot of that secret stuff. It's crazy. Like the secret handshakes and all that, that stuff is real. You know, that stuff is real. So I'm so excited to do all this stuff. I really am. Um, it's crazy. I mean, Moby had my mind just like spinning. Woo, woo, woo. Like, yeah. It don't take much to make my head spin either right now. So, but anyway, yes, Moby, it's very real. So we're gonna watch a Stevie T. Before we leave y'all. Um, like I said, we didn't have anything set, any agenda. I just wanted to get some updates out there, let y'all know what direction we was heading in. I hope and pray that we're able to get all this stuff together and all this information together and maybe next Sunday night do some stuff, Moby. Yeah, this is it's a giant club and we ain't in it. George Carlin. Yeah. Yeah,
I
we
won't
ain't.
be here Wednesday, ladies, so you guys have fun.
Yeah, I
Have
think we'll
my ladies'
probably
night.
yeah. She's going on a ladies' night tomorrow night too.
Yeah, I'm
2
gonna
this
go.
week.
I
2.
know I'm busy this week.
You're so
This week and
busy.
next week are just really busy for me.
Yeah.
Which I'm never busy, but I have
Right.
two
Okay.
ladies night. We're gonna go play bingo tomorrow night. Um, one of my dogs has a vet appointment, and then there's something else I have going on. Oh, I have to take my friend's daughter to something for her, and then the following week is doctors like every day.
Bless your heart.
I
Yep.
have an MRI, which is like 5 hours, 4 hours, four
Oh
hours.
my god.
Yeah,
Seriously?
so yeah, it's my annual one that so for my other disorder that I have,
Uh-huh.
neurofibromatosis, where I have the tumors, so I have brain tumors, spinal tumors, so I have to
Yeah.
have an annual MRI. And I was like, "Well, do you want to break it up in 2 days?" I'm like, "Nope, just get it done." And so
Wow.
they do my brain, and then they do each section of your spine, cervical, lumbar. They do it all. So it's like about 4 hours.
Do
So I
you
just
have open MRI or do they put you in that little bitty
No, I go
tube?
in a machine. So I used to
Oh.
have to take a pre-med because they put that dye in there,
Yeah.
but I'm allergic to that dye, but I still pre-med, so I don't have the reaction. And the neurologist here said, "Heck no, we're not doing it anymore. No more dye. Forget it. It's not worth
Good.
it." So I just take my anxiety pill.
Yeah.
It makes me tired, and I'll sleep through it. Most of it.
Ugh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't I mean, that stuff, like, freaks me out. I'm no good with it. No good.
I've been doing them since 2009. So I used
Yeah.
to, when I first was diagnosed and after my surgeries and stuff, I used to do them every 3 months.
Uh-huh.
And then I graduated to every 6 months.
Wow.
And now I do them once a year.
Once a year.
So I've been doing them since 2009. So I'm so used to them now. I hate the hiccups. I hated them in the beginning, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, so the CT scans don't bother me, Moby, but
no.
them MRIs, like, uh-uh. No, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't like them. No, we're not gonna
My
do
husband,
this Wednesday, Moby. If this Wednesday, we're probably gonna do, like, something fun. Um, I'm hoping we can all get together and maybe start the JFK stuff a week from tonight. We'll just have to see how it goes. Okay.
so let's throw this in there since you and I were talking football.
Okay.
So one of the players that demanded a trade because he wanted to go to a contender, meaning a good team that would maybe take him to get a Super Bowl ring. So they traded him. It just popped up.
Oh my goodness,
And he
really?
wanted to go to someplace warm too. Well, well,
Where did he go to?
Pittsburgh.
Oh my God.
It's cold. It's cold there,
Yeah,
and
it's
they're
what?
not a contender.
Oh my
And
gosh.
they just lost their quarterback,
Oh no.
which actually was Russell Wilson, which was these two played together. Uh, but Russell Wilson's a free agent, so
Russell Wilson. The only reason I know that Russell Wilson name is because Casey Kane, before he retired from NASCAR,
uh-huh.
was my favorite driver. Like, oh God.
Yeah.
And he's a Seattle Seahawks fan, and Russell Wilson is his player. Was his,
Really.
like, they were friends and everything. Yeah. And
Russell
Moby
Wilson's
says,
married to Sierra.
so um, Moby says Pittsburgh sucks.
Yep. I do
Yeah.
not like Pittsburgh. The first time, oh God, there it goes. The first time Seattle ever went to um,
Yes, Casey.
the first time Seattle went to the Super Bowl, it
Uh-huh.
was against Pittsburgh, and we lost
Right.
because of the refs.
Oh
Blatantly.
God.
And they finally, years later, admitted it. Yeah. I don't like
Wow.
Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Grace, Casey Kane was my driver for forever, but now he just, he
That
has
name
his
just
own
sounds so
teams.
familiar, and I think that's why is he isn't he from Washington?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I thought so.
And
Yeah.
his mom still lives there and has some kind of shop, some kind of
Oh,
little shop.
okay.
I'm not sure what town. I can't remember what town, but yes, he was my driver. And then he retired because he has his own sprint car teams, and he
Oh
does
yeah,
really, really well with that. Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So anyway, we're
Can't
gonna share the
believe.
screen, and I haven't watched all of this. It's one of his that
Oh,
were not too old. Oh, this is about some stuff with let me know when you can see this. The line that almost got Disney canceled. So this is like some of the Disney stuff that all right, y'all can see that, right?
What's going on? It's your pal Stevie T, and let me run this scenario by you. Let's imagine you just bought a new family movie on DVD, and you got your family on the couch, you're watching the movie, and then out of nowhere someone says, you'd probably be pretty pissed off, right? I'd be freaking pissed! But that's exactly what happened back in 2000. Costco stores were selling a Toy Story box set, which unbeknownst to them contained some unwanted swearing. Halfway through Toy Story 2, the movie just abruptly switched to a scene from the 2000 movie High Fidelity, which is R-rated, by the way. And conveniently, this scene had a number of F-bombs.
She's in the phone book.
So needless to say, parents were pretty pissed off that they were expecting Toy Story 2, but got John Cusack saying instead. How this kind of error even happens, I have no idea, but it was an accident. Usually swearing in kids' movies does not happen. Or does it? Well, some gracious viewers sent me some video clips that sound like swearing in kids' movies on kids' shows. Let's look at the movie Enchanted.
I set you all free. Move the bus! Get that bus out of there! Are you crazy?
What? Okay. Oh my, that was a straight up F-bomb.
Get that bus out of there!
This is a kid's movie and someone's just like, get the out of there! Did they hire John Cusack as an extra? Hold up, I gotta turn this up.
Get that bus out of there!
Oh, hold up.
Get that bus out of there!
Okay, now I'm hearing get the bus out of there.
Get that bus out of there!
Wow, how do we go from bus to That's so weird.
Get that bus out of there!
Can't hear anymore. I got nervous for a second there. I thought we were going to have to cancel Disney. Or maybe even Disney. I should really stop. Now, this next one has made its rounds around the internet. Rounds. Many people claiming that Ken drops an F-bomb in Toy Story 3. I found countless articles and videos about it, but let's check it for ourselves. We are professionals.
Oh, Barbie, those were vintage.
Let's say that's goofy.
Didn't hear an F-bomb at all. Gotta tell you, at first I did. I really thought Ken was gonna go, oh, but instead he went, oh, Barbie.
Oh, Barbie, those were vintage.
Really? Really? The one that the internet blew up about doesn't even sound like a swear word at all?
Oh, Barbie, those were vintage. Oh, Barbie.
Like, Barbie doesn't even sound like Barbie. Fuck.
Oh, Barbie. Oh, Barbie, those were vintage.
Like, I'm trying to hear I so badly want to hear that word. I'm about to call John Cusack in. But my phone has a text-to-speech program, so I'm going to see what it thinks it's saying. This will conclusively prove that they're not swearing, or that they are.
Oh, Barbie.
Barbie.
Huh? According to technology, saying Barbie. All right, Disney, you ain't canceled yet, but the next movie we're looking at is WALL-E, a movie about a robot that has potty mouth. Apparently, let's check it out. Hey, man, robots, you know what? If John Cusack can say a robot can say
Oh my god.
kind of sounds like he's saying off. Off. I'm trying to understand what he's actually saying, because he ain't saying What's your favorite fruit? Banana. I heard at first, but now I don't hear jack And let me tell you, Jack is a loud I'll stop. Oh, God, no, not this show again.
Did you know that
God,
Amazon has a $50 million fund
That's
that
how
they
they
have
make
to
money.
pay out every month? And here's how you...
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's a Disney Junior show. Jake and the Neverland Pirates. What do we got this time, Jake?
Here's Pirate Team, my jolly buccaneers.
Oh!
Yeah, okay, well, hear me out. He does have jolly fucking ears, okay?
Here's Pirate Team, my jolly buccaneers.
He does. I mean, he's obviously saying Buccaneers, but there's a very clear
My jolly buccaneers.
Oh, okay.
So back in the day, pioneers lived, and before them, the f***ing ears. The voiceover artists on this show really got to emphasize the fucking ears, because we're getting an earload of fucking ears. All right, yeah, thanks. Right now, this next show is a Disney Junior show that has blown up lately. I hear about it all the time. It's called Bluey. The story about a little blue dog that has terrible fucking language. Apparently. Let's check it out.
Daddy, you're swapping with me.
What?
Daddy, you're swapping with me.
Bluey! Ah! Yeah! Euthanasia!
Daddy, you're swapping with me. Okay, ready?
Okay. What is he saying? He's literally saying, Daddy, you're fucking with me.
Daddy, you're swapping with me.
And I don't know the context of this episode, but maybe his dad is playing a prank on the kid, and the kid's like, oh, you're fucking with me. That could be true. You know, I have Disney Plus. I could just watch this and turn on subtitles.
Daddy, you're swapping with me.
Oh, it is swapping. I hear it now.
Daddy, you're swapping with me.
Yeah, see, sometimes people go, but you hear So swapping with a becomes flopping. Okay, that's still not why did I hear it?
Daddy, you're swapping with me.
Okay.
That's better. That's better. Euthanasia is off the table now. But I'll tell you something, Bluey ain't out of the woods yet. Here's another one from Bluey, and apparently this one is cancel worthy.
I need you to do a little something for me.
Chicken! This episode of
Whoa, 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 whoa,
I thought he said chicken.
You can't just call your mom a dickhead at the dinner table? Save it for the living room. No, okay. What?
chicken!
Say chicken.
Dickhead! What is the context of this episode? Come on. Bluey, bad dog. I need subtitles again. Unless we can just assume he's calling his mom a dickhead, which I find highly unlikely. All right, so the episode is called Asparagus. God, how many freaking episodes are there? Bluey Pirates theme! My jolly fucking ears. Where is asparagus? Not in real. There it is!
I need you to do a little something for me.
Chicken!
Chicken.
This episode of Bluey is called Asparagus.
Did you guys hear chicken this whole time? I'm the only one who heard dickhead. Yay!
Chicken!
Chicken. He was saying ch, and I heard duh. What do you want for dinner tonight? Dickin'. Okay, but hear me out, okay? The test is gonna back me up here.
Chicken!
Dickhead.
Wow.
I freaking told you! I freaking told you! What does that say? Ha! Ha! Not so funny anymore, huh? Chicken? Yeah, no, dickhead!
Chicken! This episode...
I freaking told you guys! Oh, Stevie T, your hearing sucks! Yeah, how about your hearing freaking sucks? Alright, now the fun's over. We're getting down to the ones that literally almost got Disney canceled. Let's go back to the 90s. Specifically, October of 1993, when Aladdin was released on VHS, becoming the best-selling movie of that year, critically acclaimed by parents and children alike. But not all parents. Specifically, a mother of 8 from New York who claimed to hear a pretty provocative message in a scene from Aladdin. And by word of mouth, this rumor spread. Everyone was talking about it. Newspapers were doing articles about it. Religious groups were boycotting Disney, calling for them to be canceled, all because of one small line in Aladdin. Let's check it out.
Ever wondered what your home looks like from space? Enter your address and get a 360-degree satellite view of your home.
Come on, good. Can you just take off? Come on. Down.
Really? That's it? Okay, first of all, everyone takes off their clothes. There doesn't have to be a provocative message behind it. Everyone takes their... Do you shower fully clothed? And it didn't even really sound like that's what he was saying.
Come on, good. Can you just take off? Come on. Down.
Hardly.
Come on, good. Can you just take off? Come on.
Like, I definitely heard the good teenagers. And then it was just like...
Good. Can you just take off? Come on.
Good teenagers. Like, really? That caused an absolute uproar equivalent to, like, the satanic panic of the 70s.
I don't
with
remember
religious
that,
groups
y'all.
trying to find obscene things that are not actually there. Like, if this line is dirty to you, it's because you're perverted. You can literally take any sentence and make it inappropriate. For example, take the line, wow, Grandma sure does love eggplant. That is a completely innocent phrase that you could say in normal life. You're just perverted. Now, Disney outright denied claims that they were saying that line. They claim that what he's actually saying is, good kitty, take off and go.
Come on, good. Can you just take off? Come on.
Nope, no, sir. Good kitty? Nope, I'm not hearing kitty in there at all.
Good. Can you just take off? Come on.
Like, what? You're pulling my legs. You are pulling my legs. If you think that says, kitty, take off and go.
Good. Can you just take off? Come on.
See, what that sounds like to me is there was a mistake in the editing. There was a voiceover in there that shouldn't have been there, and it got all spliced up and connected with the other lines. So you get this good Peter, take off the top.
Good, Kingers. Take off. Come on.
Good Peter, top.
Good, Kingers. Take off. Come on.
Good top.
Good, Kingers. Take off. Come on.
Right now, we do have one last solution to put this rumor to rest completely. That is test.
Good, Kingers. Take off. Come on.
Yeah.
Sorry, Disney. Turns out he wasn't saying good teenagers take off their clothes. He was just saying, yeah. Our ears. Fucking ears. What do you guys think about this? Because this literally almost got Disney canceled. Hit up the little comment section.
Oh gosh, he is so funny with some of this stuff he does. You know what?
Yeah, he
If you didn't see him making all the faces and reacting the way he does, it would not be as good. But just the way like his facial expressions crack me up.
Yeah.
You do remember that, Moby? I don't. Dang. But it didn't sound. It sounded like good teenagers at the beginning, but the rest of it you really couldn't tell what was going on. You know. So, thanks everybody for being here with us tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah. I hate it that real life has happened so much for the past 3 weeks, or since the beginning of February. Yeah, and we're in March already. And we've been kind of hit and miss, but we're going to do something Wednesday night. Sunday night is still kind of up in the air. I hope that we're able to start on the JFK stuff, because it's going to be interesting. But yeah, everybody, thanks for being here tonight. Grace, Moby, who else did we have? Oh, Pork Chop, and me and Sue, and whoever else was here. I don't know. But anyway,
yeah,
we've had a good time tonight. Thank y'all so much, and we will see you on Twitter. And
I'll see you next weekend. Yeah.
Okay. All right. You have a good time tomorrow night and Wednesday night, and I
I
can't wait
will.
to see Tuesday night if you won anything at bingo.
I know. I better win. I've never
yeah,
played,
you
so
better.
maybe. Well, I'm not gonna say I never played. I haven't played in 20 years.
Wow,
So
that's a hot minute.
I should win. Yeah.
You should win. Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody
beginner's
pray
luck.
that she wins tomorrow. All right.
Yeah.
Everybody have a
Alrighty.
good night.
Talk to you guys later.
All right. Bye.
Have a good night, everybody.